Am I in? I'm in the stream. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Happy Thursday indeed. Almost the weekend. The trivia mystery team will be off after this to get our second vaccine jab. So fingers crossed for no side effects. We thought we were being very clever when we decided everyone in the house was going to get our appointments on the same day, and then realized, oh, if we get side effects, if we're not feeling very well, then it's going to suck if we're all feeling that on the same day. But I guess we'll find out, eh? How's everyone's week been? Haven't seen you all since Monday. I can see at least one of our players remembers last week's bot swarm. Hopefully, we'll avoid a repeat of that today. I think we've got the privacy settings set correctly already, and we've got 7 teams in. Well, it's just 2 minutes after the half hour, so we'll give another minute or two for anyone who's maybe just got onto the stream to join us. 7 sevens, lucky number indeed. 8 teams. Yeah, we usually get about 10 teams in on the Thursday stream, so we'll give everyone another couple of minutes and we'll see who else shows up. But yeah, otherwise, is Beans still back here, or did she go over to you? Beans has been down here behind me all morning, but I think she's run over to be with Jessica just as the stream's starting. Huh? Oh no, she is. She is down here. She's just really worked her way into. She's kind of fallen down the back of the cushions. Let me adjust the volume in my headset. It's a bit loud. All right. Well, we've given people about as long as we normally give them. I guess it's just going to be an 8-team round this week. So let's get things underway. Little Kahoot by Trivia Mystery. Did we always have the logo there? Looks neat. I like it. Nice touch. All right. So it's our 6th of May edition of Think Fast. It's our Thursday speed quiz. To remember, faster answers get you more points. And as always, we're going to be kicking things off with our headlines round. So fill in the blank. So we've covered up a word or phrase in 5 headlines from the last couple of days, and you've got to fill in the blank with a word or phrase. Let's see what we've got first. All right, so headline number 1 comes from the BBC. Malian woman gives birth to blank babies. Is that 9, 10, 11, or 12? So it's a number answer, but where in that range does it fall? Most of you correctly guessing that it was 9. Some of you reaching a little bit further for 10. No bites on 11 or 12. Perhaps a bit too outlandish for you guys. All right, let's see who was fastest of the 5. And it's Wham Goff off to a good start. Hiccup. All right. Doing one better than Octomum from a few years ago. Next up from Rolling Stone, Willow Smith reunites Jada Pinkett Smith's former blank for Mother's Day surprise. Is that castmates, metal band, AA group, or bowling team? So, guesses all across the board there. Pretty even spread, but the answer was metal band. Who knew Jada Pinkett Smith used to be in a metal band? How about that? And that puts I'm In up into 2nd place. So climbing the board there. Good job, I'm In. Next up comes from Cosmopolitan. Blank porn is a beautiful lie that makes you feel bad about yourself. Is it foot, love, rest, or food? Foot and Food. Only a letter apart there. If you are just joining us, if you're just getting on the stream now, you can jump in at any point, use the game pin in the bottom right of the screen. And, most people went for food, but the correct answer was rest. So it's like photos of people like relaxing, taking spa days and lying in hammocks and stuff like that. Like Instagram accounts dedicated to that. All right, who got that? It was Wham Goff, our leader, extending the lead. Is that Kelsey? Perennially dominant Thursday player. Kelsey looks like she's in the lead from ABC News. Anxious to see you. JFK letters to blank auction. Is that Marilyn Monroe? His dog Charlie, Nikita Khrushchev, or Swedish Lover? And again, guesses all over the board. Swedish Lover was the correct answer there. And Green Man climbing up into third place there. Wham Goff holding on to the lead. All right, so our fifth and final from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Why the Carters look so blank in their photo with the Bidens? Is it dead, mad, high, or tiny? And yes, I think most of our quizzes have seen the picture. They look like ventriloquist dummies. It's crazy. They look extremely tiny, I think, because of the wide-angle lens used. And who was fastest there? Green Man rising into second place, not a bot into third. Wham Goff holding on to the lead, though. Pretty solid lead. Let's move on to round two. Next up, holidays, and it's going to be fictional holidays. So in what piece of media did this fictional holiday first appear? So it'll be a movie, a book, a TV series, even a song. But where does this fictional holiday first appear? So first up, Valentine's Day. Okay, was Valentine's Day first featured in The Office, US version, I Love Lucy, Parks and Recreation, or Broad City? Get those guesses in, guys. 7 out of 8 already in. Most of you correctly guessing Parks and Rec there. Couple of bites on other modern day sitcoms. No one going for I Love Lucy. And that brings 7 sevens and Matt Van Gogh climbing the leaderboard. Green Man catching up on Wham Goff a little. Not quite enough to overtake, though. Next up, we've got Festivus. And did that first appear in Cheers, Seinfeld, MASH, or Friends? So some of the biggest sitcoms ever broadcast there. But which one included Festivus? It was Seinfeld. A couple of people going for Friends there. But most of you got that it was Seinfeld. Matt Van Gogh and I'm in climbing a little. But no change at the top. Our third fictional holiday is Whacking Day. Was that first featured in The Simpsons, A Weird Owl Song, Dinosaurs, or Adventure Time? Remember Dinosaurs? I'm the baby, gotta love me! Just disturbing Jim Henson dinosaur puppets from the creator of Garfield, I believe. And only 2 of our viewers correctly guessing The Simpsons there. Oh, whacking day, oh, whacking day. It's where everyone in Springfield gathers up all the snakes in town and whacks them with sticks. And that puts Not a Bot in first place. Oh, we were watching that Green Man Wham Goff fight at the top, and then out of nowhere, Not a Bot sneaks in there. All right, and Frank into 5th position there. First time in the top 5 today. Next up, Decemberween. Was that first featured in Gravity Falls, A Nightmare Before Christmas, Workaholics, or Homestar Runner? So where was a Decemberween featured? And only one person correctly getting Homestar Runner there. And who was it? No one. Oh, it was Matt Van Gogh. Good job, Matt Van Gogh. Not climbing any positions there, but scant 200 points behind Green Man. And our final fictional holiday, Hogswatch. Is it from Babe, Garfield and Friends, Discworld, or BoJack Horseman? Just glad there's someone else who remembers that cartoon. All right, and about half of our players correctly guessing it's from Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. The Hogfather, like the Discworld equivalent of Santa. A good round for Matt Van Gogh there, climbing into third place. Wham Goff still in second place, and not far off, not a bot. Green Man looked like they could take first place there for a hot second, but they're now languishing in fourth. Frank remaining in the top 5. We're moving on to our put in order question. Only one of these per quiz. This time, our category is put these public figures in order by number of Twitter followers. We're going from least to most. So that's either top to bottom or left to right. You're going to start with the public figure you think has the fewest Twitter followers, and you're going to work your way up to the public figure you think has the most Twitter followers. So this is just on the main verified accounts. And your public figures to choose from are Pope Francis, LeBron James, Jacinda Ardern, that's the Prime Minister of New Zealand, and Tyler Ninja Blevins. So let's put these 4 people in order from least to most Twitter followers. Tyler Blevins, just what a name. Hilarious name. Exactly the name of someone you expect to become famous for being a video game streamer. Which, in case you're not aware who Tyler Ninja Blevins is, that's what he does for a living. So these ones are always tricky. About a quarter, exactly a quarter of our players picking up the points there. So that'll be just 2 of you. Jacinda Ardern, the fewest. LeBron James, the most. Green Man into third place off of the back of that one. And next up, we've got countries. The answer to each question in this round is the name of a country that begins with the letter C. And this is one of our type in the answer rounds. And we'll be doing the thing we've done in a few weeks in the past where more clues will be revealed as we go. So it'll be a total of 4 clues for each country, starting from pretty difficult, working their way up to pretty easy. And you're going to have to see how many clues it takes you to guess which C country each one is. So speed is of the essence here, but also accuracy. As always, beware the dreaded typo. We get at least one every week, but the warning stands. So first up, type the name of the country. Let's see the clues. First up, this country is home to the world's smallest species of bird. Next, this country's biggest export crops include sugar and tobacco. Someone's guessing already. This country has coastlines on the Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, and Gulf of Mexico. We've already got 4 answers in before the last clue, 5. And finally, recently, this country saw the end of 56 years of rule by the Castros. That last one should be enough for our stragglers, and now it's merely a question of typing in the answers. So some of our early guesses going for Colombia, Curacao. The answer was Cuba. I think waiting for that last clue would have been The final piece of information. Uh, those other two, obviously, perfectly understandable guesses based on the earlier clues, but that means Frank picked up the points there. None of the rest of our top five did. All right, our next country beginning with C. Our first clue. The name of this country derives from a word meaning village. Someone's guessing already. I think I know who. This country shares the world's longest land border with its neighbor. Question 3. The national summer sport of this country is lacrosse. And our final clue. The magnetic North Pole left this country's territory in 2019. So that last one is the big clue. Each one adds a little bit more information until we get that the answer is Canada, or not Canafa, I'm afraid. So 5 teams getting Canada there. Maybe an early guesser going for Chile based on the long land border. Chile, Argentina, one of the longest land borders in the world, not as long as Canada, USA, I'm afraid. Not a bot, still in first place there. All right, next one. Let's see. The first clue. A 180-kilometer DMZ divides this country. One of 2 countries with a map of itself on its national flag. Number 3. Only cheese made here can be sold as halloumi in the EU. Okay, and last and biggest clue, this country is the 3rd largest island in the Mediterranean. And now we see some answers starting to trickle in. But people finding this one a little bit tougher than the earlier ones. Make sure you get that typed in. Maybe, I think, people checking the spelling before they enter this one. And let's see what people entered. Corsica, Crete. Yes, those are large islands in the Mediterranean. Cyprus was the answer, though. We are looking for, independent nation states. And Cyprus was the answer. Home of halloumi. I think people associating halloumi as well with Greece there. Yeah, Greece, you often get halloumi at a Greek restaurant, but the cheese does come from Cyprus. Not a bot picking up points and extending their lead there. Well done. Not a bot. All right, our fourth country. This country is the home of Dalmatian dogs. Someone already guessing on that clue alone. This country provided the filming location for King's Landing in Game of Thrones. This country's top-level domain is .hr. And finally, this country declared independence from Yugoslavia in 1991. So probably the biggest clue there, unless you're a big behind-the-scenes Game of Thrones fan or knowing the origins of dog breeds fan. Let's see what people got for this one. Well, we're just waiting on one answer to come in. And let's see who got it. Country, Croatia, Canada. It was Croatia. How many people got it? 5 of you got it, more than half. Who was the fastest and who picks up points there? All of our top 3 getting points. Not a bot, still with a healthy lead there. And it does seem to be a 3-horse race between those top 3 at the moment. All right, and our final question in the typing the answers round. Let's see the first clue for this C country. The word ketchup is a loan word from the language of this country. This country was the world's only producer of silk until 550 AD. This country is tied with Russia for the most bordering nations at 14. Lots of answers in already. And finally, this country is projected to be the world's second most populous nation by 2023. So I think if you had any lingering doubts, that last clue will have confirmed it for you. Some early guesses. I think people guessing just when clues 1 or 2 were in went for Cambodia. Most of you correctly guessing China is the answer. Maybe someone thinking, oh, they won't go China. It's too obvious. But sometimes we do just go with the easy one. And not a bot staying in the lead there. Yes, so China obviously is currently the most populous. India projected to overtake it by 2023. Finally, either or round. And don't get too comfortable in first place. Not a bot. This final round is notorious for shaking things up. We're going to give you 5 words. You have to tell us if it's the name of a British cheese or a Tolkien character. So Pearl Lass or Legolas, that's Jessica's brainchild of a round name. Pearl Lass is a type of blue cheese from Wales. So here we go. You're going to see him, and you just got to guess cheese or character. Speed is the essence here. So number 1, cheese or character. Tessin. And my pronunciations for just about all of these are probably wrong. So is this a British cheese or a Tolkien character? And it's a 50-50 even split there. It's a cheese. Tessin is a cheese. All right, Matt climbing the rankings there. Not a bot picking up points, which is exactly what they need to be doing here to assure themselves of the win. Okay, next up, cheese or character. Fingon. Fingon? Fingon. Is that cheese? A cheese or a character? Another pretty close split. The slim majority correctly guessing that Fingon is a character from the Silmarillion. Green Man into third. All right. Next up we have in cheese or character, Gevrick. Is Gevrick a British cheese or a Tolkien character? Another pretty close split, and the slim minority this time correctly guessing it's a cheese. This is a British cheese. Should have written down some notes describing its cheese. Butts rising into the top 5 there. Well done, Butts. All right, next up in cheese or character, Maglor. A cheese or a Tolkien character? And the slim majority again going for character. Let's see. Oh, and Notbot picked up points there. Is it enough? Probably enough. Probably enough to get the win. But the rest of the top 5 can still shake out in just about any way. And our final cheese or character. Number 5. Kroglin. Is that cheese or character? And about, yes, 3/4 of our players correctly guessing that Kroglin is a cheese. Well done, guys. You cottoned onto my pattern there. I was just alternating this time. Thanks for playing, guys. Beans is too relaxed right now to bring onto camera, so we've got a different relaxed wiener to show you. Our next quiz will be our Monday full-length quiz. And that's going to be at the usual time on Monday. That's 9 o'clock for Germany and the Netherlands, 8 o'clock for the UK, or 2 o'clock if you're here in the Midwest. So thanks for playing, guys. Let's take a look at the final podium. In third place, we've got Green Man. In second place, Wham Goff. In first place, a strong performance all the way through. We've got Not a Bot. Congratulations. So that's Matt Vankoff and Butt Butts rounding out the top 5. Excellent job. Well done, guys. Great game from Not a Bot. And yeah, we'll see you all on Monday or next Thursday, whichever quiz you show up for next. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, guys, wherever you are. Have a great Friday and a great weekend, and we'll see you for Monday. Bye.